Hi guys, and welcome to my home. My name is Angelo Valkenborg. I'm an adventurer and a bushcraft instructor. And today I want to talk to you guys about my Osprey backpack, the Aether 70 AG. The reason why I want to do this video is because this is the European version, and on YouTube you find a lot of information about the American version. So if you're a bit like me and you're looking into buying new equipment, do some investigation on the YouTube. Well, before I bought this bag, I was under the impression that this bag would come with a daylit backpack. So if you haven't seen any videos before, I would advise you to do that, or maybe after this video. But know that there is a difference between the European version and the American one. The main difference, and actually the only difference, would be the top lid is not a day pack on itself. On the European version, they have chosen to make, if you can see this guys, so you have two main zippers. This is your main compartment, which is, you can put a lot of stuff in there. And on the second zipper, as you can see on this water symbol, you have your rain cover. Now the rain cover is typical for the European markets. In the American videos that you will see, this will you will have on your main compartment, and you see I have all my stuff in there. You don't want to know what I got in there, but they have a feature that comes with a daylit pack, so you can take off your top pack and you can pull it inside out basically, and you will have a backpack. Now when I first got this backpack, I was quite upset that this feature was not in there. So I contacted Osprey and asked them what was going on, because I ordered this through another company, so I did not have it in my hand at the time I was buying it. So when I got this pack, I contacted Osprey Europe immediately, and they informed me that the daylit feature is something typical for America. Now, I wasn't so happy with that in the beginning, so I asked them, like, why would you do this? And their argument would be that the daylit feature on the American version is heavier, makes the pack heavier, and it would be more expensive, so that would translate to a higher price when you want to buy this pack. Now, I said to them, yes, but then again, for that money, you can easily buy a rain cover if you don't already have one laying around. You can find it in any trekking store. So why would you not put in this extra feature? Because for me, that was what tipped the decision to go for the Osprey backpack. It's just this one feature. But then again, I started to investigate their argument as well. So I looked into their stuff away pack. They have like this really small, tiny nylon stuff away pack, and it weighs nothing to less. It's really compact. You can make it really small. It's not bigger than an apple, in fact, and it weighs nothing. It's really inexpensive, and it's easy to stow away in your backpack. You would easily be able to put it on in here with no problem. So after that, I have to agree with them that it is a better choice to have a rain cover and not the heavier daylit backpack. So if you're from Europe and you're looking to buy a new backpack and you're looking into the osprey'aether AG, well, just know that there is a big difference with all the videos you see on YouTube about having this daylit pack, because it's not there, and it's stated well on their website as well. And I started investigating, of course, after that I bought this backpack. So that's one thing I want to inform you guys about. For the rest, my experience with this pack, I've been using it for a few months now. Absolutely love it. This is the best pack I ever owned, and I had several backpacks before, and every backpack would have the missing of some features or comforts that would eventually bring me to this backpack. I'm a person, I used to have a neck hernia, because in the past I used to do some free riding as well, and all the got me a neck hernia. So at one point in my life, I had 3 hernias in not even half a year, and that's no joke. You can't do anything for weeks because your neck is jammed up. And the consequence of that was every time when I went backpacking or hiking or base camping, whatever, and I was carrying a load, even just day pack, I would have problems with my neck and with my shoulders. They would get tensed up, and I would have a lot of pain. And that really takes away the enjoyment of being outdoors and being on adventure. So even when there's almost nothing in that backpack. So eventually I tried out this Aether AG. I carry between 17 and 19 kilos, and I must say this bag it does its job really well. All the weight is carried in the hip. It has really strong hip grabbers, however you call this thing, and I'm really happy with this investment. This is probably the best thing that I've bought for being outdoors in a really long time. The anti-gravity enables me to carry all the weight on the hips, and you hardly notice any. Last week I did a hike for 3 days, the Mullertal Trail. It's about 37 kilometers. We didn't finish the whole thing because we ran out of time and we had to work the day after, and we were taking it way too slow because we enjoyed our time being there. And that's what it's all about. I use my gear for being long term out in the woods. That's what I love to do, and this pack helps me with that. It's enormous how much you can put in there. The pack itself is extremely light, I believe. It is vulnerable to damage. I was passing on the Mullertal Trail some canyons, and we had to go through it, and I kept my backpack on, and it got damaged up, but it's not getting any worse. It's just some scrubs, and I'm through the netting right here, but it does the work really well. I love all the features on it. This bag is so well thought. It's really good value for your money. One thing that's a really big plus in my experience is that I use the same sleeping sleeping bag all the time. I use a synthetic sleeping bag that's rated till -18, and sometimes I carry 2 sleeping bags when I go to Lapland or Sweden in winter times. It gets -35 there, -40 even, but I don't know, I think I've slept outdoors in -30 with a tarp and my sleeping bag and just a mat on the ground. So because I use synthetic, my pack is quite big. I'm not a light hiker, I'm a bushcrafter. I carry stuff that covers a lot of aspects of my adventures being outdoors. So I need a backpack that is resistant to water because I love sleeping under the stars and not using a tarp. So it does happen that I wake up with my sleeping bag being wet, and I hardly notice it using the sleeping bag. So this mount is big enough to easily put in my big ass sleeping bag. It's not that big, I don't have to exaggerate it. I think it's 1.850 grams, maybe more, maybe 2 kilo. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of numbers, but it does the job. I even got place enough to stow away my sleeping mat. So it's really spacious, you can fit a lot in there. And that's an issue that I used to have with my previous packs as well, that especially in winter times when your fingers get cold and you have to break camp and take all your stuff in there, that it's a bloody hard job to get everything in there right in time for your fingers not to freeze. And with this pack I'm not really concerned about it. It's really a quick fix, put everything in there, and now I'm stuffing it in there. Normally my sleeping bag is the first thing that I would put in my backpack, and I got all my other gear and it's still compressed and all in there. The YKK zippers are really durable. You can put some stress on it, and that's it. Put it nice, tidy. For the rest, all the compression strips are fantastic. Hey Lana. So you get compression strips on the inside, You can see it better here. I have this one running on the outside because I believe it's more easily to compress. You can see the compression already. When this one is running on the outside, I'm experimenting with this one on the inside because I got my drinking bottle here, and what I find is it's harder to compress. So you have to take out the bottle first, compress the whole thing, and you see it's not compressing in the same way like the other one. That's a bit of a bummer. I don't know why that is. For some reason this is preventing the movement. Maybe it goes better when I put this on the inside as well. Let's try it out now, don't we? Yeah, it does work better when this is on the inside as well. So forget that argument. Already discovered how it works. For the rest, this pack, there's not a lot of bad things I can say about it, just that it doesn't have daylight function. I wanted to inform you about it, so I hope this video cleared out some thoughts. For the rest, I would highly recommend this backpack, especially when you have back issues or issues with the neck. You won't regret this investment. It's probably the best thing that I bought in a few years. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. More videos will come soon. I'm quite new to this YouTube thingy, you know, putting videos online. So I'm using my cell phone at this moment to do what I do. But you can check out my Instagram page. I've been there for years. You can see my adventures and my gear as well. And if you have any questions or you want to see something or there's something I can help you with, let me know in the comments below. Cheers.